Hello, fellow enjoyers of the AFL. It's Matsa here again, here to show you my calamity of a Supercoach team. So this is the situation 1933, ranked in the top 36%. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to try to fix this, what my plans are to try to jump up the ranks and get some decent scores. But let's have a look at what happened. Can you believe that I had the captain of captains, Zach Butters, and I still managed in 1933? And that's because Bonner sucks, Hayden Young, Short suck, Hawes a sub. I'm not going to judge him too highly. Sexton sucks. There's a lot of guys who suck in my team. But look, the past is the past. We're going to move forward and we're going to see what we can do to try to fix this. I also benched Sanders, which was dumb too. All right. So to fix this, right, Short needs to go. And so does Young. And at this stage, also Bonner, right? And this is my initial trade plans. And I think they're going to be my final trade plans because I'm bringing in the big guns, right? So in the defense, we're going to get actually, you know what? In the defense and in the midfield, we're going to get the highest averaging players, and that's Sarong and Ryan. So bringing in some big scorers, and also I can bring in a young man named Massimo. And Massimo comes in, right? So this is very likely what I'm going to end up doing. My only issue with this is that there's a young North Melbourne player who I like to call Tommy Pickles, Tom Powell, and I can't fit him in at the moment. Look, yeah, I think he's a must-have with the role that he has, and I think he maxed. I think he had the most CBAs for North, which is a great sign. So even if Simpkin gets a bit more time, or anyone else, Sheasel gets more time, it's not like they're going to displace this guy. They've found out that he's that guy. But anyway, I'm going to quickly just put this through. So I've accidentally hit Marty Hall there. So this is what we're going to end up with going into the new round. And I can loop Williams, and I can also loop Carroll and Sanders with Flanders there. Very likely we'll VC Sarong, which I think is a bit obvious, and that'll pretty much be it. So, all right, with these plans, I bring in two big guns. Massimo, who's a great cash gen player. That is a positive of my team, is I think the cash gen is very good. But Powell will need to make his way into the squad next week, somehow or another. So how much? So I have 23K sitting there, right? So let's get the calculator out and figure out what avenue to Powell it'll be. So all right, let's have a look. So Billings, it seems as though he's going to make 44K if he gets a 62, which I think is very possible. So he ends up at around the 310, 315. So yeah, 310, 315 mark. So he goes into the trade. Plus Sexton's 182. Plus the 23 salary we had. Minus Sam Darcy, who looked amazing. I was watching that game, he looked excellent. We end up with 397K for Tom Powell. So that is a likely move next week, but there's another little plan. There's another couple things that I'm looking into next week. So Powell and Darcy, very obvious, right? The other one, right? And we'll see how he goes and what his role is this coming week. But Answorth, right? I know not many people are talking about this guy because he's had one game and then he had a bye. He got an 80, right? But if we look at the heat map, right? All those possessions are in the defense. So that could mean that he's found that role that McKenna and Kitty Coleman have vacated. Will he keep that role? who knows? But look, he has a chance this week if he's still in the team to show his worth. Didn't have any kick-ins, which is not ideal, but I think he's another one just to keep an eye on, being that he's a forward and he's 176k. So anyway, he's one to think about. Not really that high on my priorities, but anyway, there's another one. And then the other trade that I might consider is Jordan, who has the bye. Or actually, I'll take a step back. So it would be Billings, Jordan, and Howes, right? Which would give me. Let's get the calculator up. Let's get the calc. Oh, it's still here. I didn't ditch it. All right, here we go. So Howes will go up to about 230, we'll say. Clear. He'll go up to about 230. Billings, 315. Or Billings, 316 if you're a wrestling fan. Billings, 316. Jordan will go up to about 350. Plus the 23 that I have in my remaining salary. 919. So minus the 123 for the obligatory Sam Darcy trade. Then the other dude who we're looking at is Windhager, who had a significant amount of CBAs and got 107 Supercoach, which is so 55% CBAs and 104 Supercoach. So another one to look into in the defense. So I'll have he's a 323k boy in the defense, and that gives me 473. So that's plenty of money to get Powell. There'll be other versions of that trade that I can look into. Maybe I get Sexton involved. Maybe I get Fife involved. Maybe it's Reed involved in that. But anyway, there's another thought. But yeah, maybe a more mature version of this would be just to go 2 down, 1 up, and just get a better, like a proper midfielder, because I don't have enough of them. Excuse me. But anyway, these are the thoughts going into this round. But yeah, any ideas that can help me, because I really need this help, would be really appreciated. But I think Ryan, D'Ambrosio, and Sarong are just very solid pickups, and I don't really think that there's better options than that. Yeah, Short and Hayden Young, their break evens are too high. They got to go. And Bonner is just disappointing. So anyway, I think that'll do it for this one. I just want to say, really recommend our last podcast that we did reacting to round 2. It was a banger, honestly. We had so much fun doing that. A lot of jokes flying around. Yeah, really good one. So if you guys want to check that out, do that. That'd be great. Treat yourself. Otherwise, good luck for this week in Supercoach, and I'll see you on the next one.